Go.
Hello, everyone. We gotta figure out this introducing. I feel like we just wait for like a split second and then one of us says it. And then, yeah.
Hey, it works. I count 3, 2, 1, I press record. Yes.
The start of these have been so bad lately. I haven't even watched them back, but I don't want to.
Now we've got to figure out another way to record podcasts.
Yeah, no, at least start it off.
Yeah.
Like, I think we're strong in the middle. We can get weak in the ends. But yeah, the start is just always been strong for us.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. That's probably why the majority of our views are the first.
It went up. It went up to the first minute in like 16 seconds.
Hey!
It went up 46 seconds.
Love that.
Well, you may be asking why I'm in a Domino's uniform drinking a beer. I'm about to go to work right after this. Peyton has an alarm set, so if you hear an alarm, that means we're ending the podcast right there. So I can go to work.
Also, sorry if you hear any of my notifications. I'm a lonely guy. Besides my girlfriend and very few friends, so hopefully it won't happen. But if it does, you know why. We're not lazy about it.
But yes, I'm in uniform drinking a beer, which could, I guess, get me fired if this is. But first of all, Domino's isn't going to see it. If they do, it means we're really, like, this podcast blew up, which is great. So I'm not mad on that. Also, if they fire me, I don't care. I hate this job. Yeah. Now for the driving, because I am a delivery driver. When I was going to be a bartender, I had to go through a lot of classes. And you can have one standard drink an hour and still be okay to drive. Means the cops can breathalyze you and nothing will happen. This is my one standard drink, and I have to be at work at in an hour and a half. Yeah, so I've got plenty of time to let that metabolize through my system. So yeah, I'm not drunk driving.
Also, if you think Jason gets drunk or even barely feels anything off of one beer, we don't know this man.
Yeah, so
that's what I'll say.
Yeah.
Won't go too in depth.
I could perform heart surgery if I knew all the steps and drink a beer. So, yeah.
I felt that.
Anyways, how was your day?
It was long. It was really long. I got home like 20 minutes ago.
Yeah. I got to take a nap.
Shut up! You're asking how my day was. No, I'm glad you got a nap. I'm so happy for you. Yeah, no, it was just long. I have 7 students, and the max that one instructor can take is 8. And it's a lot of students to have in one open water class. So, yeah, it's just really busy days, really trying to crack through everything, you know, half of them are talkers. So, I was thinking this on the way home, like, I'm literally a teacher, and I'm dealing with annoying ass people. Like, I was the annoying ass kid that they had to deal with, so I was like, wow.
Full circle moment.
I know, I gotta go back and say I'm sorry again, man. I know I've said it multiple times, but still, like, yeah, I get it now. I do. So yeah, that was all morning, just trying to teach them skills. We're going on the boat with them tomorrow. I have a fucked schedule, but it's gonna be so much fun.
Okay.
So I have this weekend boat, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and then I come here for the night, and I'm going on a mink whale boat for 4 days, 3 nights.
What's a mink whale?
Well, a mink whale, they're like...
No idea what that is.
Yeah, they're like a staple here in Australia. Like, minks, I don't know if they're native.
Fix your underwater camera. Figure it out.
No, I'm figuring it out tonight.
Figure it out, yes.
Tonight it's happening. I need to.
We have no content.
It's the only fucking that I have the time to.
Before you go on this, because I will forget these numbers, we need to start ramping up the Chic Adventures channel and get back on it, because we've been slacking. Because YouTube just changed their monetization requirements. We only need 500 subscribers. We only need 3, I don't remember the exact watch hours, but they went down. And we only need 3 million short views, which it's going to be a little tough, but it's better than it's way less than the 4,000 watch hours and the 10 million short views.
Yeah.
And 500 less subscribers.
Yeah, that's a win. And we almost have 500. Last
Yeah.
time I checked, we were at 367.
I bet with all the shorts I'm going to upload to my stupid airport travel,
Yeah.
we'll get there.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, no, we've been slacking.
we both have had, well, I guess your fun schedule starting out. I've had a fun schedule the past few weeks. where I'm working 5 days a week from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. So when I get home, I'm over it. I'm over waking up at 5:30 sucks.
Yeah.
But it's worth it. It's what
So everyone got something there for these.
I don't think they can even see it. It's alright. Movie previews were going on.
So no way we had to stop.
She's very, very attractive. Anyways, mink whales, I'm jealous. So you're leaving that, because you get back on Sunday, you're leaving that Monday?
I come back Monday, I'm leaving Tuesday.
Jeez.
Same time, wake up, so I'll wake up at 3:30 again. Go leave the boat at like 5:45. Jeez, coming tomorrow, I could be there right. You said 5:15, so I'm leaving here by 4:50.
I was going to wait to do the podcast tomorrow. I was on the boat.
No.
And there wouldn't be enough time to upload it anyways. So.
Yeah.
Today's the day. We're sacrificing for you.
Yeah. I'll see how long it takes me to fix the camera, but I also want to upload the Oxlol video tonight. I don't have Barrow's footage still, but I think I have enough.
Okay.
This might be a little bit cheated, but I need to get that video out.
Yeah.
So
That's
that'll
so
be
many
coming.
shorts.
Yeah.
I guess I've had the time. I just have been. It takes a lot of breakout.
Yeah.
Yeah. So mink whales. Anything after that?
No, then I got like 3 days off, so I'll be able to make a shit of videos if I fix my camera. I tried fixing it on the boat when I had Wi-Fi, but there was just nothing.
You can text it underwater and see. See if it
I thought you said text it underwater. I was like, what?
I might have stumbled on
No, it's literally just it said it just had like a card reading error, like my SIM card or something like that.
So do you want? I can find my GoPro maybe before my leave. See if you
I
can
need a
use my
camera.
SIM card.
Yeah. Well, I just need a camera. Do you think I could borrow your GoPro?
No, because it's limited
Yeah.
a certain amount of depth that
Yeah.
you're never way
I know yours is not.
But my SIM card might work for yours. If maybe it's just a SIM card error. Because
Yeah.
I have a micro SD card.
I think mine is.
I think yours has both. I think you were telling me
Yeah.
it has both.
Yeah, I think it does.
So in that case, you might just have to go into the computer, delete some files here in the room.
Okay.
But last time I checked, I have like 80% storage left, so you should be okay.
Okay. Yeah, it should be fine.
But I'll find it and get it too. Also, Sunday, because of the Ironman which I'm on the road, I have the day off. I'm gonna finally do something huge because ever since you sent me something, it's been gnawing on my head. I'm gonna take that unfold laundry off my bed.
Oh wait, what are you getting at? Yep.
It's been there for like a month, just a cycle. It's because
It's been there since I got there, 'cause that's where I put it. It was like his laundry that was in the dryer, so I took it out and I put it there because I needed the dryer. And it's been there it's been there for like 2 weeks.
Yeah,
2.5
it's been there
weeks.
for a little bit.
Yeah, I put there like the day after.
Oh, but it was there before you got here. I think it's been there.
There was some there already.
Yeah. It's I don't spend time in that room other than sleeping, and so I get up there every night and I'm just like, oh, and then I just go to sleep, and then I wake up and I get home from work, and I'm like, I should fold that, and then I get completely sidetracked. And so on Monday, that's my mission. I'll actually fold it. Probably all needs to be rewashed because it's all wrinkled and shit. But
There'll be another one when I come back on
no, I
Friday.
can't do it again.
Just watch. Yeah, dude, I come back on Friday. I do have a half day on the last day though. So it's like 3.5 days.
I have to do a podcast that.
Yeah, we do.
We do because we have to start getting more for.
Or we could maybe do it on the Monday I come back.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Oh, okay.
Monday and the one when you actually do come back, and then
Yeah.
we have to start. So I leave in 10 days.
Damn, really?
Yeah, we have to get 3 or 4 podcasts
I
out.
have like 3 or 4 days off.
Okay.
So,
well, we can go back to doing podcasts today.
Yeah, I might do like a refresher with the boat or something like that, but it's like half a day maybe. I might do 1 or 2 of those, depends on what they want from me. So, but yeah. So it should be good. I'll be able to upload one of those videos. Hopefully I have some really cool stuff coming out. But every time that I see really, really, really cool stuff.
You guys don't watch, except your Animal Sanctuary video got like
Yeah.
150 something.
Yeah, I didn't get my own views, but like, Yeah, I think it's just my camera skills. I just don't think I'm a good underwater cameraman yet, underwater photographer.
I'm a good photographer. I can take a picture. I don't know how to record things super well.
Yeah, I want to get videos. Videos are. I mean, I do want to take good pictures too.
Yeah.
I really do.
Dude, I'm telling you,
starting
starting an animal Instagram account. I guess we could just post them on the Ishake Adventures, but I kind of didn't really realize that. If we start an animal Instagram account, it's so fun.
Yeah, I was thinking doing Patons mishaps.
That would be sick.
Yeah.
I have on JBL Careers, I only have 91 or 92 followers, but I have one loyal fan. Besides my friends, it's this random account called The Meats Man. No idea. But he or she likes and comments on all of my pictures. And I'm like, you know what? It's okay. He's so weird. But
I gotta check this dude out.
Just go read my comments. And then I actually made a passive aggressive comment towards him, just completely on accident. And I posted it, and then he was like, all right, I'll keep that in mind. And I was like, I didn't mean to come off that way. But, yeah.
Mr. Meats Man.
Yeah.
That sounds very interesting. Oh boy. Hopefully it doesn't shake his meat.
I have no idea who it is. But
That's hilarious though.
yeah.
It's a very
Well,
interesting stalker name though.
yeah, it could be dead soon. So I went in at 7 a.m. today, and I did group, and I went in there. First thing I walked through the door, and that stupid male kangaroo grabs my head, like literally just stands up. I saw it out of the corner, and I was like, "You stupid motherfucker!" Grabs my hat and like my shoulder, and just like pulls me down. I was like, "Dude!" I shoved him off, and then proceeded to he kept coming up to me trying to fight me. And then I had this food bowl. I had a separate food bowl because one of the kangaroos apparently is just shunned from their little pod. So he's been losing weight. And so we're like, all right, we got to feed him separately. You know how hard it is to feed one kangaroo when, I don't know, 8 of them also really want food? So I ended up just putting it up top, and then taking all the carrots, apples, and sweet potato, and just putting them in my pockets. Like the top one, and then every time I'd see it was alone, I'd stop what I was doing and just go feed it to him. Okay. But then the big one there, I think his name's Andrew, noticed. He noticed they were in my pockets, and he's the biggest one. He's not aggressive, but I saw him stand up. Oh, you haven't seen Group. Way taller than me.
Well, it's that back enclosure with like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been there before.
Well, he was standing trying to scratch the top of that water tank where I put the food, and he was getting close.
Jeez.
And I was like, ugh. Anyways, I'm there, and he just starts like grabbing at me and like reaching for these pockets. And then I like look up, I'm like, dude, and he's right here. And I stand up, and he stands up, and he's like trying to reach into my pockets.
Run your shit.
And then I went to feed him, and they all come over every time I would feed him, so I had to make it quick. And he just kept like reaching for it, and I would like push his head away and push his hands away. And then finally I just stood in front of him with my back to him, and I just felt him grabbing at the back of my legs. It was like a massage from a kangaroo. It was so weird. And then he just hopped around and kept trying to get the food. But I successfully got that kangaroo to eat everything on his own. Like they were distracted enough every once in a while. But it took me 2 hours.
Wow.
Usually group takes me an hour and a half max. Usually a little bit less. Usually it's like an hour and 15. It took me 2 hours today because I had to keep stopping. And the tour group that comes every morning was late. But then I got done, and I went down to Gandhi, saw stuff was like wrong and like not done yet. So I was like, oh, I have to do that. So I went up and found TJ, and I was talking to her, and her voice was all scratchy because she was sick. And I knew she had a Mammal Magic tour. I was like, oh, do you want me to do your Mammal Magic tour? She was like, I just had a lot of talking today, but I'm hoping I keep my voice for it. I was like, oh, what else do you have to do? She was like, oh, I have 2 cassowary talks because we have a school group here at 10:10 and 10:30. I was like, oh, I'll do those for you. And she was like, would you? I was like, absolutely. That's very important. So I go down, and I do these 2 cassowary talks. Awesome. To like 40 kids. Biggest ever.
Jeez.
Killed it for both of them. They all got to feed a cassowary. Big Bird was sick. And then finished that, went back to food prep, did food prep for an hour and a half. and then it just felt like a long morning. Finally sat down for lunch. 20 minutes goes by. And then one of those things like, oh, you're doing the 1 in 130 cassowary talks too, right? And I was like, there's 1 in 130 cassowary talks? And she was like, yeah, it's on your run sheet. I never checked Drew's run sheet because it's so confusing, and he always has the same thing. Jason, mammal section. That's all it says. So I just didn't check it today because I was at food prep for an hour and a half. And I was doing food prep. The day had already passed. I figured someone would already tell me if I had something important.
Yeah.
So 20 minutes into my lunch, I have to stand up and go talk to another 2 groups of 40 kids. The same thing. Third one went great. I got Adam to come over because Big Bird was over it. She didn't want food. So I got Adam to do it. By the 4th one, these cassowaries have been hand-fed 4 times already that day, which we're not overfeeding them. They eat a ton of fruit, and we're feeding them small like grapes and tomatoes, and they can walk away and do whatever they did, which they did for the 4th one. And that threw it threw my entire talk off, just because I usually point out things, so I'm talking like I'm pointing out things, but they can't see that. I'm like, so if you look at the toes and then the cassowary all the way in the back, that's great.
Damn.
But it went still well. It went better than all my other ones, like the past few days.
Yeah.
But yeah, super confident on cassowary talks now. Did 4 of them today. They all went 20 to 30 minutes.
Jeez.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. And then all my groups were great. They all listened. I don't know if I was just talking over them and tuning them out, but they all listened very well and asked questions. And then I told this one group at like my 3rd one or my 2nd. It was my 2nd one. I saw him walking down before the group, and I was like, "Hey, I'm about to talk about these cassowaries. Feel free to wait around. If I have extra grapes, I'll let you feed them. But I have to let the school kids go first." Mm-hmm. So they stuck around for that 30 minutes. And then, of course, after the last kid goes, I like feed one just to make sure it stays there. I turn my back, gone. They just leave, and I was like, sorry. They're like, oh, it's totally fine. We go over to feed Tilly in a different enclosure, and a week ago she had knocked down the gate to get to the male, and they got injured because cassowaries are very solitary, so they fight when they breed. So her foot got swollen, so I have her on antibiotics, obviously, to fix it. I didn't know it was swollen, so she stands up and just limps over. It looks awful. And I was like, luckily I explained everything, and they were like, oh yeah, no, that's so cool, this place is, like, they didn't care. I was like, of course that happened. Yeah. They didn't get to feed a cassowary, but I told them to come back at 4. No idea if they did. And then, yeah, almost lost my voice because did a lot of yelling. But that was my day.
Yeah.
And then came home and took a nap.
That's legit. I wish I could take naps.
Oh, also, I didn't put gas in last night like I should have. So when I got to work, I was on complete empty. And I still had to drive like 15 kilometers to the gas station. Yeah. That's the closest one. So I go and I drive all the way there thinking I'm just going to run out of gas and have to deal with it. Get there, start pumping gas, and the pump does this thing where like you press it and immediately shuts off like it's full, and it wasn't. So I like pull it out and it starts working, and then it does it again. So I just pull it out a little bit further. What I didn't know was I pulled it out and the like flap had shut. So I just spray gas all over my hands and down my shoes. So then I was just like, I'm done. I put $40 in already. It'll get me home. So I go, I pay, and drive home for the remaining like 40 minutes of the drive with just the fumes of gasoline in the car. I think I was a little lightheaded. I think that's kind of why I took a nap. I think I was like, it was awful. It was the worst. And it was so hot, so I had the AC going, and it was just... I used to love the smell of gasoline. Not anymore. My throat's sore.
I almost died from it.
Dude, got contact high from gasoline on my hands.
That is a surprise.
Even during my nap, I was smelling gasoline, and I washed my hands. Like, I was smelling it through my nap.
Probably got same nostrils or something like that.
I don't smell it now.
Must be nice. I don't
No,
smell gasoline.
it's nice for the... Dude, gas is nice. A little bit of gasoline is nice. When it's all over your hand and in your socks and shoes, it's a little much. It's a little much. When you smell so much gasoline that it's not nice smelling, it's just a pain, that's when you know you have a problem.
Oh boy.
That was a great way to end my day.
Yeah, I don't know if it's as worse, but it just like crushed my entire mood. I got done with work at like 5:40. I had to drop another person off at a beach that's just like 25 minutes out. It's not as long as some of the other beach drop-offs that I've had for this week. Got done at like 5:45. I walk in, I get a drink of water, and I grab my bike, my backpack, and I head out of there. And then I'm biking for like 10 minutes, and then I get a call on my phone. It's like a 17-minute ride. It's pretty much more than halfway. And I get a call on my phone, and it's from one of the instructors there. He's like, hey, do you know what B1 keys are? So we have 3 buses, B1, B2, B3. I was like, hey, do you know what the B1 keys are? I was like, yeah, I put them up on the hood. And then I reached in my pocket and sure enough, I pulled out the keys. I was like, like, dude, I was so tired already. I was actually in a pretty good mood. Like, I was listening to Bob Marley on the way home. And I was screaming like, "This is love," or "Is this love?" And then, as soon as I got that call, I was like, "I'll be there in 10." And then I booked it on the way back. I made it in like 5.
Yeah, because you said 15 minutes. Like,
yeah, I said
20 minutes out.
minutes, and then it was gonna be 20 minutes, and then I went 10 minutes. Had to go back. That took like 5 minutes, but then my back started hurting because I just booked it back. I put that shit in 6th gear, and I was like, because I know I had students to drop off, and like it's my fault that they weren't getting home on time, so I just booked it back. That's why it took 5 minutes, and then an extra 20 minutes on the way up. So on the way back, because my back was hurting. I kicked that shit down at like 3rd gear. I was like, I just wasn't having it anymore. So yeah, that was the end of my day.
Fun.
I'm so tired. I got work to do for you.
Yeah, I have to go to work from 8 to midnight and then wake up at 5:30 again. So that's a 4.5 hour day of sleep.
Yeah, once this is over, I was debating on eating something, but then I imagined you had work before this. So yeah, I'm gonna eat. Then I'm gonna work on fixing my camera. I think that's the priority over the Oxalotl video.
Yep, we can release video. We'll have plenty of videos.
At least I can record the video for the Oxalotl video. Like I'll do all the research for the tiger salamander, and then I'll just send you the clips, and then you can splice together. If I don't make it through it tonight, but I'll probably. It depends on. I need to look through all my footage. See if
Maybe
it
get to bed at like 8.
Maybe.
You have to wake up at 3.
Yeah.
Actually, you can't go to bed at 8 because I'm ending this at like 7:40.
Yeah, like, a video takes 2 hours. Like, guys, I know our videos are shitty, but for me, it's still like 2 hours of video editing.
Yeah, it takes some time.
And like doing like proper research, yeah. So, I know they're shitty right now, but trust me, we're doing as much as we can right now. We are slacking on shorts. I'm slacking on shorts.
I haven't posted any of them, whatever.
Yeah. Well, I guess some of the only ones that I have in my Oxalotls left. I don't think I posted like almost any. I almost like shorts.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I have so many. I've recorded great shorts. I just have to post them.
Yeah. I posted pretty good shorts as well. I realized all like the tiger salamander videos are in portrait mode, not landscape. I realized that with like half of my clips, but I have one like 4-minute clip that is in landscape mode, but it's literally just in one, and you just like swimming around every like minute. So it's not the most entertaining clip, but we'll see. Yeah, it's a clip. I'll see what I have.
You can switch them to landscape. I watched a YouTube video on how to do it once.
Oh yeah, I mean all it takes is just what's it called? Just crop it and then change it to what's it called? Like change it on its side. And then it looks a little wonky, but
no, there's another way to do it where it actually doesn't look wonky. I just don't remember.
just like really zoomed in.
I don't remember. It actually looked fine when I did it. There's a YouTube video on how to do it.
Okay, I might look that up if it's necessary. But yeah. But I think the camera is the primary right now.
Yeah.
Because that could be a good amount of videos.
Yeah, exactly. Load up on content.
Yeah, apparently on this mink whale trip, I'm going to be like a night shift worker, and I can dive all day during the day. So Matthias, he's like our schedule coordinator, and he told me, he was like, yeah, you'll pretty much be helping the skipper at night. He didn't elaborate that at all. Like, I was gonna ask, like,
you're gonna be in there with the skipper.
Like, I should have asked. I was like, what does that look like? But I knew that I was just gonna figure it out. So, like, later on, in that, you know, I've been bombarding him with questions about this trip already, and he's like, yeah, but you know, if you got the energy for it, like, sleep a couple hours, you know, work your shift at night, but then go scuba diving during the day. Like, I was like, let's see what we can work with. So
Yeah, that's cool.
I'm gonna be exhausted when I come back. I'm probably gonna sleep for like a day or 2 days, if it is what I think it is.
Which is what?
I'm thinking like 6 to 8 hours of work in the night, and then, you know, like, I'll have like some periods where I can get some sleep.
What are you doing in the night with the skipper?
I have no clue. He did not tell me anything, bro. I think I overheard something like night watch or something.
Oh, that would be brutal.
Yeah. I was like, bro, I was a security guard for 6 months. I can do it. I can
At
fucking.
least you have lights, you're gonna have nothing. It's just gonna be like open.
I mean, we'll see what type of lights they come up with. I've heard very little about these trips. There's one every single week, and yeah.
That's cool.
He said that I was really lucky to get it. It's because, like, one guy called out. What's it called? One of the guys got sick, and then I literally took both of his shifts. That's why I'm working 8 days straight.
That's
9. Yeah, 9. So it's a lot of money. I'll definitely have your ass paid back. Definitely.
Yeah, because we got overtime.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. So I'm excited for that. I'm so pumped. I'm like, 9 days. Let's get it, bro.
You know what I'm not excited for? Landing the 28th and then driving 14 hours the 29th. That's what I'm doing.
Are you gonna be here when what day is it? Today's the 16th, yeah?
Yeah.
You leave the 29th?
26.
Oh, okay, we'll see. No, you won't.
Do I leave that set? We're gonna have to film 3 podcasts in a day.
Wait, today's the 16th, and I have Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So 7 days. Plus
I leave a week from Monday.
Huh?
I leave a week from Monday.
Okay. Yeah, I'll be here. You'll be here when I'll be here. We'll have those couple days.
Film podcast, maybe 2 in a day. Might just have to do a podcast for like 3 hours and just slice it up for 1, 2, 3.
It'll be very interesting.
I'll try to. That should be the podcast for when you come back. We should do one for the Saturday and Peter when you get back off of the stag trip you're going on, like on that Monday. And then for your whale trip, I'll come up with a bunch of topics that we can discuss. I'll come up with stories while you're gone.
Okay.
And then we can try to just go for 3 hours and then just divide it into 3 parts. And then maybe do one more the next day so we don't have to do this.
It's a podcast that's going to need some scheduling. And we're going to look at like topics.
Yeah.
Maybe do a Q&A.
Well, I can do that. I can do research on topics. But yeah, we'll do a Q&A. That's a great idea. Put questions.
Or like another reaction to comments and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So.
Put down podcast topics you want us to talk about. I'll look over them. I'll figure it out. I'll look up some new ones, some interesting ideas.
I gotta have 3 different shirts, like right by me, so I can change out each hour.
No, we'll just do a part 1, 2, and 3. It'll be interesting.
Well, I'm just saying.
Oh yeah.
Support Landon
You
merch.
can just change on
Great
camera.
on garbage.
I'm sure Janice would love it if you just changed on camera.
Who the fuck is Janice?
She's one of our loyal viewers. Me and my aunt figured this out. She commented on her feet a while ago, but then she commented on our most recent.
Oh, the feet girl?
Yeah, she commented on our most recent podcast. Thanks for your support, Janice. Even though we make fun of you, you deserve it. But even though we make fun of you, we do appreciate your support.
We do appreciate.
And occasionally I'll show you my dogs. So, yeah, thanks for watching. If you'd like to see Peyton take his shirt off, let us know in the comments.
I was thinking about doing this one without a shirt. I I was really debating it. Like,
once we reach 100 subscribers. That's way too close.
dude, I was thinking like 1 million, bro. I got a girlfriend.
No, okay. Once we reach 1,000, once we get this channel monetized, because we still have to have like quite a bit of content to do. It's going to be like a year or two. We'll do a
I don't
shirtless.
think it'll be a year until we get to 500 subscribers.
We have to get a certain amount of watch hours, which is going to take forever with our 1 minute video every week. So we've got some time. Once we get monetized, we'll do a shirtless podcast, and then once we reach 1 million subscribers, fully nude.
That'll be our Shake OnlyFans. Shake OnlyFans. Shelly Brand. No, I'm kidding.
What could we call that? La Serpentine.
I shake. Ooh, that's too good. We gotta jump off this topic.
Dude, we got a Mexican restaurant and OnlyFans. This is like great for brainstorming.
This shake is gonna be everything but a sanctuary for the start.
Oh, I shake.
I think that's what, I remember somebody said that. Like I was telling somebody about it and they were like, I shake? And I was like, no, wait, no.
It's what people say when they read our Instagram. Like, what's I shake? Well, I'll explain. First of all, you're wrong. It's I shake.
Yeah, bro. Like, this ain't no iPhone, you dummy. Yeah.
Speaking of which, did you see the VR headset that they're coming out with? That's $3,500.
Yeah, I was about to say the thing that costs a car just so you can
do work without a computer.
I mean, I get it. It's bougie. It'll be worth it. That thing's gonna be worth like, you know, $200 in 5 years.
I'll be getting one. I'm gonna sell my laptop for $3,000 and float the other $500.
You can sell it for $3,000.
Did you mean triple the money I put into it? Absolutely.
I was like, wait, what? It's like, I think it was like 1,500 or something.
Yeah, it was very, yeah. But I will get $3,000 for it. Might have to sell some feet with it, but we'll see. Janice, if you're interested in my laptop, hit me up.
Isn't she like 30 or something? Did she have a profile picture?
It doesn't matter if she's gonna give me the VR Apple headset.
I thought you were gonna say
I haven't looked really too far into Janice.
It's a lead.
I would like to change the way I said that. No, I can't even.
I don't know whether to call this one like Jason Loves Janice or Jason got actually mugged by a squad of ruse. Not burglaries. No, not burglaries. Yeah. Jason got. He was really writing our shit. He was like, give me the apples, bro.
I wish I would record it. It was hilarious and terrifying because it was huge.
Yeah, I was about to ask, like, you ever got kicked yet?
No, it's only the small one with its balls that's bold enough to like try and kick me. I haven't been kicked yet. And the other male isn't aggressive at all, but I feel like if I wasn't going to give him a sweet potato, after a while he was going to stomp me out with the sweet potato. I just feel like that was going to happen.
Could you overpower a kangaroo?
Yeah, it would be pretty easy. I'd get kicked pretty hard, and then I mean, if you just tackle it and take his legs out,
Yeah.
you can't really do anything.
Yeah.
I'd love to wrestle with kangaroo, but I can't do it in anyone's heart race. I know which one I would choose. One with the balls. It needs to be put in its place. I'm tired of trying to square up.
How old is it?
I don't know. It's just at the age where it's experiencing puberty and all the joys. So
Yeah, every time you talk about it, you talk about his little balls.
it's the only one with balls in like the group enclosure. It's the only one with too much testosterone. They usually take their balls so they don't turn out like this. And this one, I think they want to breed it, so they've kept those balls. There's one in Gandhi that has its balls that's not aggressive yet. Okay. So, waiting for that one too.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Yeah, I enjoy
I
that.
didn't know what Kangaroos.
Yeah, Benji does. He's the one that beat up the Kangaroos. Dude, Benji was a menace. Now it's cool. He hasn't done anything yet other than beat up one of the kangaroos. And then we moved him to group so he could fight another kangaroo that wants to fight. And then he got put in his place, and so we moved him back into Gandhi. And now he's fine. Like, he doesn't want the smoke anymore.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Pit fights at parties.
Well,
Next title for this podcast. That's epic. Be like, alright, you wanna talk stuff? Talk to him.
yeah. We were hoping Benji would, like, actually fit in there and maybe put the other kangaroo in its place so they both level out.
Yeah.
Fun.
Damn.
He's chilling out. He's very chill. Hopefully he breathes so we can raise a Paton. Did we already go over that? Did I already tell them that?
I don't think we told him.
I'm getting the paperwork to raise a Patty Mountain. Yay!
This is gonna be this is gonna be like most and it's gonna be the cutest thing we've come
Yeah, he's gonna be our first podcast guest.
Oh, dude.
Hopefully.
Just
He's
chill on
fine.
this fucking couch.
Maybe not because my aunt wants to do a podcast together. So it might be our second. But it's okay, even numbers are better than odds. Guess we
Where do you
did
see
have
your
one
aunt?
in Minnesota.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Are you gonna want to call me for that?
Possibly. It depends on if you're out or at work.
What's the time zone?
No idea.
Well, what time is it there right now?
No idea.
Why?
It doesn't really matter to me what time it is over there. I'm just going to be there. It's going to be a time. I'm going to be cool.
So where do you stop? Tell us your travel plan.
I fly to Brisbane. Then I have a 13-hour flight to LA. Then a 15-hour layover in LA. Kill myself. That's stupid.
Oh, that sucks.
And then I have another 2.5-hour flight to Denver. And I don't know what time I land in Denver, but then I sleep that night and wake up early and we start driving to Minnesota.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be fun.
No. That sounds like fun. Do you know what seats you have?
I'm very nervous. I might have to do some questionable things for window seat.
Man, that could lead to so many alleys right there.
Exactly. And we're not going to go down any of them. We'll let the viewers go down those alleys.
Oh boy.
What am I going to do in LA for 15 hours besides find some good Mexican food? And
That's
LA is not a
what's-
city I can sleep on park benches in.
It depends on what time will you be there, day or night?
I didn't even think of that. I could be stranded in LA for a night.
Yeah, that would suck. You can't leave it for
Huh?
nothing.
Maybe I'll just go to a club. Dude, I heard this story.
Pull up with all your luggage.
Let's go, guys! I didn't think about that party bag. I heard the story of this dude who was gonna, I think it was Danny Duncan. He was gonna go homeless, so all he did was find a Tinder girl every night and then just stay the night. So he
I
never
saw
went
that. You
home.
did that like 40 days, right?
Yeah, which is disgusting, but
Yeah, that's gross.
it's a good option for if you're gonna go homeless and you're. Well, I guess it's very. Would that be considered prostitution? But girls don't know that he's staying at their house. So I don't know. I don't know, but maybe I could just spend all night at a club. And then go to. I'd probably find out I'd get drugged in a club in LA. I don't know if I should be allowed to be in a club in LA.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can't even go if I have all my luggage. I can't do anything. I can't go to a bar.
Oh, yeah, you can't go to a bar. I forget that. Well, the last time that I was in Flag was the last time that I wasn't legal to drink.
Lucky you.
Because when I go back, I'll be able to drink.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm excited.
I'm not. I'm stumped. Maybe I was the Chipotle. Maybe I'll go to the beach.
Oh, wait.
What?
I forget that you're a year and a half behind. Not a year, but a year behind.
A little bit less than a year, 11 months.
Yeah. I was thinking like when you come back in December, but it's not gonna be 12.
It's okay. That's fine.
But you know, I'm gonna still be weird. I'm gonna be like, can I get one, please? Thank you. Can I get one, please? Where's it at?
You're sitting under the pillow.
It's like feeding you like a dog.
Yeah. Oh, that's depressing. Dude, why LA? Any other city I've explored? I think I'd rather be in Sydney for 15 hours. I would rather be in Sydney for 15 hours because I can drink there.
Yeah. Yeah, seriously.
If I was in Sydney for 15 hours, I'd find. I don't even know if Volkanovski lives in Sydney, but figure it out. And knock on doors. You don't know. Cool.
Yeah. That'll be tough.
Dude, if this was in Australia, I could go up to the mountains of California for snakes. It's a very expensive Uber.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll just walk. I have 15 hours.
Or I'll just give you a little homeless person I spy list. That should keep you occupied. There's different types, different things that they're holding, different type of tents. Bro, just go walk around for a couple hours, man. It'll be like bingo. I got you. I'll create yourself.
Another problem is once I leave the airport, I won't be able to get in. So I really have to decide based on the time I land if I want to spend 13 hours.
Yeah, dude. If you're there for
12
a day,
hours.
like go to Universal.
No, I don't want to wait in line all day. I'm gonna be exhausted. I just want to find food.
Never be able to find some.
Food.
Yeah. Oh, the airport just sucks.
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be okay.
But you got this. I'll put a name of family.
Wonder if I have any friends in LA. Do we have any friends in LA? Malachi used to be there.
Those two.
Wow, that would have been nice.
I think he was in. Was he in LA? Oh. No.
Mike Malak's in LA. Maybe I can get him off the boat. Dude. George Jenkins in LA? No, he's in Arizona.
Yeah. I don't know if I know.
Check this map maps. I don't think anyone's in LA.
I don't think so either. That's alright.
The Spurgeon might be in LA doing a color print. I'm only hoping.
Those were actually really fun.
Yeah, I got.
Yeah. If that were to happen. Go.
He started a vlog thing. He did like day 1 at the pit, day 2 at the pit, I think.
I saw him on his Instagram.
Yeah, I didn't watch the videos. I'm assuming based on the title and the thumbnail, it's a vlog. It's probably way better than ours too. He probably actually edited it.
No, he has really good edited videos. Like it's 10 times better. It's ridiculously better than our shit posts.
Maybe that's what I'll do for 15 hours. I'll learn how to edit.
Yeah, dude, I need to. Like, yeah, it's just bad. Yes, okay. That's a good homework party. I don't have any Wi-Fi. If you get that on your 15-hour layover.
Huh?
Yeah, do that on your 15-hour layover.
I'm on a 13-hour flight. I'll probably sleep for 13 hours on the flight. Except they serve food. Dude, I'm hungry right now. That's why I need to leave at like 40 so I can stop and get food.
Or just get some time. That's cheap, right?
Yeah, I can't get it during my shift.
Can you get it at the end?
But do I really want to wait 4 hours? Could.
Get up at 12.
Yeah, it's the worst. Dude, I always get the stupid shifts when I work early in the morning, and it's always on my reptile day. My one reptile day. So it's like they know. They're waiting.
They're in contact.
Also, it was super cool the other night. I had homework outside of work, and it was just researching animals.
That was dope.
So that was fun.
Yeah. That's why I want to work at the
research.
aquarium so badly. I want that to be research. Like to be able to do that. I was talking in front of the big old fish tank.
Mm-hmm.
I want to be that guy. Or the divers that
Doing
clean
talks
it.
is fun. I do enjoy it. I enjoy the guest talks.
Yeah, I loved like explaining my whole setup, and especially for my public speaking class that I took to get the WUI scholarship.
Which is useless.
Yeah. Hey, but I learned public speaking. It was just another step up being an instructor.
Yeah, that's cool.
And like all I talked about was fish shit. That's all I talked about. Cause it was a really cool, like, you know, it was like a 4-week course. No, I think it was like an 8-week course. I just know I was doing it all summer. And yeah, I did like 8 talks on fish. It was the best, and I loved it. And I was definitely shit at it at first, but I have a little experience from explaining my fish tanks to my friends.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I want to do that for a living.
You do it for a living. You do it.
I do it for a living.
You do it for a living. You teach people all the time.
Yeah.
I guess you don't explain things underwater.
Yeah, and also
You
like
do it in sign language.
I'm not doing like animal research. I'm doing research on how like dive theory and which is cool. I mean, I guess I'm bitching a lot, but yeah, I do love my job. I love it.
Very good.
But I would love the aquarium. But I do love my job. So it's a very hard balance
You need
because
to go drop off a resume at the aquarium.
yeah, I sent in emails and I tried calling, but I just need to walk in that shit.
They also close at like 3, so you have to call early.
Yeah. I was walking and be like, scuba instructor card. You're hiring. Easy as that. And then boom. Hopefully enough big old fish tanks. Some of those fish tanks do need to be cleaned.
Actually,
They do not be short.
make sure this is recording. It still is. Perfect. Well, 1917. That's 7:17. I mean, I have 20 minutes. Let's see. And possibly I can not make food, but make food. Microwave. That's what I was looking for.
You're gonna do a big podcast?
I'm just gonna microwave the podcast so it's done when I'm ready to leave, and then I can eat, and it'll hold me over till I buy Domino's later.
Well,
While I'm doing this,
I'm definitely not gonna be up at 12.
no, I'm buying Domino's for myself.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, don't bring home none, because I don't want that to be my breakfast.
What do you mean, dude? A barbecue meat lover's pizza is not your ideal breakfast?
Not when I have to work for the next 14 hours. No thank you. No thank you. But yeah.
3.5 minutes. Why are we doing there?
Let's talk about what is that? Hold my mic.
Alright. And just like that, we're back. I'm like a commercial break. Wish we had ads.
Me too.
Dude, I found a great podcast. Well, I guess you don't really listen to podcasts, but it's called Behind the Bastards.
Behind the
It's
Bastards.
very interesting. The people are, this is the way Matt described it. It's an American podcast, so they carry on with it, but the information's good. But they just, I guess the hosts are, like the host, at least the one I watched was on Andrew Tate. They just go in depth about how bad people are. So they do a bunch of research and actually pull up things.
Okay.
Super cool. So I watched the Andrew Tate one, and the guest he had on for like this season. I don't know if it's the same. I hope not. Girl was annoying, but the information was awesome. Well, it's not awesome. It's sad, but
What are they talking about?
Andrew Tate and his sex trafficking, rape allegations, a lot. He's way worse than everyone thinks, for sure. He tells people to be criminals in his videos, which I'm not surprised. But they went in. It was like a 4-part series on how bad Andrew Tate is.
Damn, is it just about Andrew Tate?
Well, the first episode was kind of background about all the people that were like Andrew Tate before him, where they think Andrew Tate got his inspiration. And then the last 3 were all about, like an hour each.
Wow.
They didn't want to Elon Musk I haven't watched. They didn't want a lot of people. They had like 600 episodes.
What would you say the most shocking thing you found out about him would be?
Andrew Tate. That, I guess it was a shock. Yeah, he raped people.
Yeah.
That's a fact. They know that. Yeah, I think that he's also very smart though. But yeah, discuss years. But a very interesting podcast. Really sets up the mood for your day when you listen to it.
Yeah, I hate that. No matter how fast I scroll by his stupid fucking YouTube shorts,
If they still come,
they still come. It's like the one thing that won't get off my YouTube shorts.
For his Hustlers University thing, made $11 million in a month just from people.
Wow.
What he would do? Okay, this was pretty genius, but really. So you pay a monthly fee, and then if you missed a class, he would just take you out of that and put you in a separate Discord where the only thing that was talked about were pictures of other users' monthly earnings. That's all. No information, just screenshots of their monthly earnings.
Oh my god. What?
If you missed a class because you weren't, and then you kind of had to beg to get back in. And then you had like this top tier one where you paid $5,000 to get in.
What?
Yeah, but then you could be in the terms and conditions, and it said you could be kicked out at any time for any reason. And he had people doing that. That's how he made $11 million in like October of 2021.
What do you get for $5,000?
How to become a millionaire? Which his advice is employ your 15-year-old brother and tell him that, and he's like child labor. He said at one point, your old mother needs a job. Come up with an idea. He was like, make your family work for you for basically free and just take most of the profits. And then he said, you could start a makeup company with no makeup, and once people pay you, they use that money to go buy makeup and ship it to them. He said that. He said, don't register your businesses with the tax department until you're making money, because why would you spend money before you're making money?
Yeah. Some of that resonates with Hudson. Alright, he took advantage of my ass. Alright, that man made bank. Alright, I had like, no, I'm just kidding.
No, but at one point he said, if you have a 16-year-old like brother, set up an Uber account for him, which you can't do, which is highly illegal.
An Uber account?
Yeah. Tell him you'll provide the car and pay the taxes, which doesn't exist. Well, you have to pay taxes for Uber, but there's no upfront taxes.
Yeah.
Just lie to him and say there's taxes that you're paying, and he has to give you a percentage of his earnings, which you don't make a ton from, like Uber.
Yeah.
But technically, you'd be making money because he'd be driving your car, putting gas in, and you'd be making a small bit of profit for your 16-year-old brother driving people around under your name.
Still taking advantage of people? That was his advice?
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
I mean,
Said he had 6 girlfriends at the time, though.
yeah, I don't doubt that.
No.
It's disgusting.
He claims he's a kickboxing world champion, but it was at like one of the leagues where he was only fighting amateurs. So technically, because all championships are world championships,
Mm-hmm.
he was only fighting amateurs. His dad, when he was 3, he was a chess champion, like a extreme chess player. His dad had to pull him out of the competition because he was crying, because he was losing too much. Like Andrew Tate was bawling his eyes out.
Because he was losing chess?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And now he's top G. Yeah.
Oh boy. It's always the facade.
Yep.
Yeah. But he has a smart comeback for everything, so he looks
He does.
He looks a lot bigger than he
Was the most Googled person in 2021.
Really?
Most Googled person.
That's annoying.
Yep.
How do y'all dick ride so much?
Like
man?
10 billion views over 1 year.
Jeez.
Insane number. Yeah.
That's 10 billion?
Mm-hmm. B.
I thought there was 8 million or 8 billion here. I guess fake accounts.
He posts multiple videos. So multiple people can.
Oh, like. Okay. Alright. 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 I did not perceive that question correctly. When I was talking to my girlfriend earlier, my brain is broken.
I agree.
That's fine. I don't care about what any of you say. Your criticism does not hurt me. I don't care. I'm done and I'm happy. Alright? Easy as that.
Congratulations on your happiness.
Thank you. It is rewarding sometimes.
It's like a reward.
It's like a reward. That's what I'm watching while that's what I'm watching while I do all my research on this line. Glorious Bastards.
That's all right.
You haven't seen it,
Dude, we go over this every few months. Yeah. I only know the meme. It's like a reward.
There's so many memes off of it. So, we're watching that.
Not in the next 9 days. I'll watch it while you're gone.
No. We don't watch that.
Well, I'm watching Extraction 2 while you're gone. I'm not waiting. Fine, I'll wait until Monday. When you come back. We're watching Extraction 2 that night.
Deal.
So I can wait.
We'll see how tired I am. If I come back at like 6 and then we have to film a podcast.
You're gonna suck it up. No, because you're going at 3:30 that night.
Yeah. I was like, and then I had to upload a video. I'm fucked. It's okay, because I'll be a night shift worker for the next 4 days. No bad, I get some sleep on the boat.
Oh, you're gonna fall asleep on watch, guaranteed.
100%. Dude, if I could bring this amount of vape stuff, I'd make it. And if the coffee machine ran, the coffee machine does run on that.
The what?
Coffee machine. Coffee machine.
That's the podcast title. Peyton's brain is broken.
Oh, I'm sorry. Like, when I walked in, I was like, I need 5 minutes. I was like, I'm so tired, I'm exhausted. I need 5 minutes.
Yeah, I realized that today and I was like,
Yeah, no, it hit me when I was loading the boat, and so I met I taught my students in the morning, and then I what's it called? And then I met the boat in the afternoon, and as soon as I pulled up, there was literally like a mound of food, like literally this tall, and like out to here. No, it was all stuff that needed to be loaded on the boat. And I saw that, and then next to it are 4 bags of laundry that from like here to here, there to there. So it was just a massive pile of stuff that we had to load on the boat. And then I was the only one like grabbing the stuff and then tossing it down. Like I got one person closer, but yeah, it was all the gear off the boat, then all the luggage off the boat. Then I had to drop people off for an hour and a half.
sounds fun.
Yeah. I got free beer for it though. Like my last customer that I had to drop off, we had a really good conversation. He looked just like my best friend in utility. Nico, I told you about him.
Yeah.
He looked exactly like a 30-year-old version of him. And
I had a lady at a snake show that looked like, what's that dicky president off of 24, the Super Bowl, President Logan? Made the same facial expressions, it was just as dumb. Dude, let me tell, I didn't tell you about this woman. They did a whole snake show, and then like it was Michael, he was going on for 10 minutes about the King Brown and how it's a venomous snake. This lady asked, so is that snake venomous? Yes. And then their kid asked, what did they ask? Do snakes live somewhere? Yep. And then he went over if snakes could swim. And then the kid was like, so can snakes swim? Yeah. Like, whole family was just lacking something in their brain. I'm pretty sure they were part of that Alabama pipeline. You know what I'm talking about. Because this lady was dense. And she made the whole time, the same facial expressions as President Logan when he's like getting interrogated by Jack Bauer. Like those same facial expressions. I can't even do them. But yeah, it was awful and no one else understood the references. I was like, dude, this is a spitting image of President Logan if he was a female and 20 years younger. It was so weird. And the whole snake show, I was just like looking at her like, and I was trying to figure out where I recognized her from. And then it came to me, I was like, Oh my gosh! No way!
That's amazing. I would have paid money to see that.
Yeah, I wish I started recording, but that would be weird. This is so cute.
Peyton, look at this!
Look at this dim
Do it again, do it again.
Oh,
Oh man, hilarious. Still,
it's just a new
Alabama Python. Golden. I think that's a good ending for the podcast.
Things okay.
We're just at an hour, so thank you guys so much for watching. We have some cool stuff coming out, so stay tuned on the Shake Adventures, and we're gonna work on our Ishake podcast videos coming up.
Toodles.
Bye!